Important note, this video is not financial advice. Always do your own research before making any investment decision. Past performance does not guarantee future results. Here's your market briefing from Rumour with AI. The digital asset landscape is undergoing a critical structural pivot. Vincent Mailipart argues that tokenized U.S. Treasury funds must evolve beyond their current role as mere $16 billion distribution tools. They need to become active collateral within decentralized finance protocols. This shift unlocks programmable financial infrastructure, transforming static debt into dynamic liquidity. The market is watching closely to see if utility can drive adoption faster than issuance ever could. Meanwhile, equity markets are digesting a heavy earnings slate. PDD Holdings, Napco Security, and XPeng are reporting pre-market on August 23, 2026. De-Dollarization highlights these cross-listed plays as key indicators for broader tech sentiment. Investors are scrutinizing revenue growth and margin expansion metrics to gauge resilience in a volatile macro environment. The performance of these names will likely set the tone for semiconductor and consumer discretionary sectors later in the day. On the macro front, the dominance of the US dollar is facing renewed scrutiny. Economist Barry Eichengreen outlines the structural mechanics of de-dollarization. He challenges the long-held assumption that the USD will remain the undisputed global reserve currency. As central banks diversify reserves, the mechanics of global trade finance are shifting. This is not a sudden collapse, but a slow erosion of hegemony that could impact US borrowing costs and capital flows over the long term. In related news, safe haven demand is surging. Gold and silver are rallying off recent market turbulence. Gold is up 1.2% to $46.21, reflecting intense investor caution amid mixed economic signals. Silver is following suit, driven by both industrial demand and speculative positioning. The precious metals complex is acting as a hedge against the very de-dollarization risks Eichengreen describes. In the crypto security space, a critical vulnerability has been exposed. Test Machine's AI agent discovered a flaw in the Ledger Ethereum app. Ledger patched the issue silently, but the incident highlights growing risks in hardware wallet security. Chainalysis traces $1 billion in losses to approval phishing attacks. This underscores the urgent need for better user education and more robust smart contract verification tools in the DeFi ecosystem. Looking ahead to today's release, the economic calendar remains relatively quiet with no major high-impact data points scheduled in the next 36 hours. This absence of fresh macro data allows markets to focus on corporate earnings and structural narratives rather than reacting to immediate inflation or employment figures. Traders are positioning for volatility driven by company-specific news rather than broad economic surprises. The interplay between tokenized asset utility, earnings performance, and the long-term decline of dollar hegemony defines the current market dynamic. Investors must weigh short-term earnings shocks against long-term structural shifts in global finance. That's your market briefing. Follow Rumour with AI for daily market intelligence.